All right, as the new year approaches, more and more people are thinking about the resolutions for the upcoming year, and studies say one of the top three that we always make involve finances.
Yeah, whether it's saving to buy a house, paying off debt, or looking into finally setting up that retirement account if you haven't already, making plans that involve money can really be overwhelming. So we're going to get you ahead of the game. Joining us right now is financial advisor Thom from TruWest Wealth Management Services. Thanks for being here this morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for having me here.
I would imagine you want to talk about setting up a budget.
Well, absolutely. Every year, people will put together a plan, a budget, and ultimately, they don't stick to it. Life happens, it throws them a curveball, and they start making decisions that go against what they were originally planning on doing for the year. And so, this is a great time of year to kind of take stock at where someone was in the past, where they are right now, and looking forward. So looking forward, taking that time right now to set up that budget makes a lot of sense to make sure that you're financially healthy in the new year.
If someone's looking at this saying, well, I don't even know where to start, how do you even begin? What should you be looking at? Are we supposed to be saving receipts? What should we be doing?
Well, probably the easiest way, since so many people will do their banking online right now, and it's easy to go onto your computer and look at all your different statements. Go back through all your credit card receipts, your debit card, the transactions on the bank statements, and then be able then to track where you've been spending your money, and that way you get actually a real eye-opening view of where you've been spending money, because it's easy to say, oh, I only spend X dollars going out to eat every week, but then X dollars actually turns out to be X plus Y plus Z, and they don't realize how much they're actually spending on the little things here and there, whether it's coffee, whether it's fast food or whatnot.
You know, it can be so overwhelming. You got your rent or your mortgage, your credit card bills, your car, and then you look in your bank account and it's just like, oh my gosh, I hardly have any money. Where do you want to start? You want to cut down on those credit cards, try to get those paid off first, do you think?
Absolutely. The credit card bills can have interest rates of...
And they're going up.
And they're going up, but I mean, you can have as little as maybe the 10 or 11% interest rates, but certainly 18, 19, 20% interest rates. And so that certainly is a lot more than your savings account. So getting those paid down is a lot more financially healthy than just about anything else right now. So putting a little bit of extra money at it in order to bring it down, and I'm a big believer in snowballing your credit card bills. So
what does that mean?
It means basically taking the smallest balance, regardless of the interest rate, taking that smallest balance, paying it off as quickly as possible, and then since you're already used to putting that money towards that credit card, then transferring what you've been paying on that to the next credit card and to the next, and so it snowballs its way until eventually you're out of debt.
Okay, that makes sense. Last but not least, a lot of people watching the markets too for investments or planning for the retirement, nearly 500 down just yesterday.
Yep.
What should we be doing with that?
Well, now is really the time then to also take a good hard look at what your risk tolerance level is, or probably a better way of looking at that is your pain threshold for loss. And so if what's going on right now in the market is really terrifying you and keeping you up at night, that's an indicator that you're not necessarily set for being in the market, and also taking into account your time horizon. So if you need that money in the near future, it's a time to start being a little bit more conservative with your funds. But if you're in your 20s and 30s and you have plenty of time, then make sure you can allocate that and take into account that you have a while for this to pop back up.
Right. Well, thank you so much for coming in today. We appreciate your insight, and hopefully everybody can be better financially off for 2019.